Of Hernandez's arrest was a huge relief for the girl's family.
Today, a close family member described the panic and pandemonium that followed the kidnapping. News 13's Crystal Gutierrez is live outside the apartment complex where it happened. Crystal?
Jessica, it's a lot calmer out here now that police have the suspect in custody. The little girl's aunt told us that it was such a shock to her and it happened so fast with so many people stepping in to help, including the little girl's mom. A kidnapping that had police and parents across the city on edge. As police looked for suspect David Hernandez, family members of the 4-year-old victim were reliving the moment at the apartment complex where it all began.
She was just walking her bike. She didn't have no clue he was just going to pull up next to her and just grab her and pull her in the car.
The victim's aunt says some older kids rushed into the family's front door yelling the girl was gone. The girl's mom jumped in her car chasing the suspect as he drove through the apartment complex. Nobody realized that the kidnapper kicked the little girl out of the car until the aunt, who also called police, saw her niece walking back to her home with a face full of tears.
She was crying. She's like, "Some man took me, he put me in his car." I cried right away. I was so worried. She points to her wrists. Her wrists were hurting because he grabbed her real hard by the wrist.
Police showed up at the apartment. According to the girl, the man who took her, identified by police as Hernandez, threw her in the front seat of his car, and he had a child's car seat in the back.
He's a bad man. He shouldn't be out on the streets.
7 miles away, the girl's mom had just slammed into the suspect's car, thinking her daughter was still inside.
She was on his tail, and she bumped his car, and he got out, threw his hands up, letting her know, he didn't have her, and she ran to the car and checked to see if her baby was in there.
She wasn't.
I finally got her to sleep, made her dinner.
The 4-year-old was safe at home. Her mom, of course, relieved to know her daughter is okay.
She's a heck of a mother, that's for sure. Like, if I was in that situation, I'd do the same thing.
Now, the aunt told us the mother and little girl were with investigators all today. They learned of Hernandez's charges just this afternoon. Back to you.
Family members tell us the girl is doing okay, but she's very confused about what happened.
Meanwhile, people who live in the neighborhood